Alright, guys. Hi, my name is Nyx Marikuma. Welcome, queens, kings, and sexy royals in between. Today we are doing single love readings and compatibility. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the compatibility part first. Then the next live I'll do is the single future love reading. So, what will your future partner be like? After that, we will finish up the couple reading. So, if you guys have been in a couple for a long time, just kind of getting a feel for it, what to look forward to, what to look out for, and much, much more. So, again, I'm the owner of Marikuma Healing. I do more than just card readings, I read your personality through your hands. Okay. I go over there and I do counseling and advice. I'm not a certified counselor. I've counseled quite a few people while my business has been running for now 3 years. Okay, so I know, guys, right? We started small and now we're on YouTube. That's fucking crazy. But I'm really happy. It's reaching out to a lot of you guys. Again, thank you so much for 223 subscribers. I've been having, however, YouTube for 2 years. I tried to do the YouTube the first time I started my business, but YouTube was not having it. They're like, "Fuck you, bitch. We're gonna be doing you on December." So I started with TikTok and I built it from there. And so it's been 3 years of Miracle Healing general, right? Like we just been here for that long. And for YouTube, it's just been two because again, I started on January and I started on December for two different types of things. Anywho, we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We talk about mental health, emotional health, physical health, and spiritual health. We learn how to love ourselves and embrace ourselves for who we are. We stop pretending to be different things, okay? And we just learn how to love each other, lift each other up, and understand that no matter what, we are badasses, okay? A badass with a great heart is an angel from above. We talk about spirituality. I'm a solitary witch, so I practice on my own. And I'm showing myself how it goes through trials and errors, if I'm being honest, and by the grace of the gods and goddesses and the universe and my spirit guides that, guide me and help me out. We do talk about witchcraft, we talk about spirituality, we talk about chakras and energies. And if you guys have been following me and been keeping in track, we are still reading The Everyday Psychic by Karen Harrison. All right. This is a really good book for beginners or like baby witches. It even is a good book if you're learning how to handle your psychic abilities, how you handle your intuitions and signs and things of that nature. It can help you get a little bit more of a basic. Is it the only book that you will ever need? No. It is ironically one of the first books I got because I kind of started this shit like 7 years back. And I started it around the time I started healing. I really took it in like maybe 7 to 6 or 5 years, if I'm being real. But yeah, we talk about life's up and down all around, toxic situations, trauma responses, PTSD, and complex post traumatic stress disorder, and much, much more. Again, to save you guys a whole lot of time in this intro not being long as motherfucker, let's get this party started. Now, if you guys are interested in any card readings, short ones is $6. One palm is $6, and a week of counseling and therapy with me is $6, or 20K Uganda shillings. Okay, if you're interested in a month of counseling and therapy with me, it's $20 a month. And if you're interested in a year of counseling and therapy with me, it is $120. If you want larger card readings, $20. If you're interested in a whole year of me reading different types of cards and shit for you, again, no problem, $120. Again, $20 for two hands being read, $6 for one. Short readings are $6. Longer readings are $20. We have specials where I can read a whole year, past, present, or future for $25. And I channel, like, here's the thing, I accept US dollars and I accept Uganda shillings. This year is the only year that you're going to get my prices at a really affordable price, okay? Next year, we are getting back to our prices of like $20 for short readings, $40 for longer ones. My counseling for a week we'll probably get to like, it'll be $6 a week, but it'll be $20 a month. It may be $20 weekly. I have to look back on the last prices that I've done for my things. But yeah, anywho, without further ado, let's get this party started. For you guys may be sensing that I'm a little bit out there. I am healing from a flu, so we shall prevail. Okay, so Aries, we're going to start with you. What are you looking for in a partner? You want somebody with the Seven of Hearts, okay? Daydreaming and wishfully thinking. Somebody that at least has a vision. That's good. What is your partner looking for? Endurance, diligence, and strength. My God, this thing goes on the opposite hand. So I have to do everything. Like, this is my left, right? This one is my right. But in the camera, it's flipped. I get why, but it's fucking trippy. Anywho, endurance, diligence, and strength is what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who can keep on going, has time, energy, and effort, and will put it in a wise place. You're like, all right, well, you have to have goals. You know what I mean? We can't just go over there and not have any goals, and you're just out here doing God knows what, because we're not about to put up that shit. What is y'all's differences? There's a lot of differences. So, like, again, this is compatible reading. This is like, are you guys a good match? Is this something that, like, if I do meet somebody new, like if you're Aries, you're looking forward to dating and all that, right? You're single and you're ready to mingle. What kind of partner you may run into? What is it that Aries wants? What is the person that's interested in Aries wants, right? And can you guys make that shit work? And if there's like some hiccups, how to get over those hiccups, how to get over those bumps and obstacles is what this reading basically is about, at least how I do it. Different readers do different things, guys, okay? You're going to get somebody who has like a more calm, chill energy. You may get somebody that's like me, that's a little bit cathartic. I wouldn't say that I'm cathartic to the fucking max. Oh, days. Sorry, guys. I'm learning how to work with these lives. Anywho, let me put it like this. That way I don't accidentally put in some loud, classic rock and roll music. Because I'm still on some of the things. I'm going to pull out your cards. We're going to get into your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual compatibilities, your similarities, and your differences. Just to check and make sure. Okay, because sometimes these cards get kind of jumbled, man. Okay. Let me move you to the new connection. And then I put you over there. Okay. We got 2 more cards to go. And then I will get into it, all right? All right. All right, let's get into it. Again, let me put the cards over here. Aries, you're looking for somebody with daydreaming and wishfully thinking, the 7 of Hearts. Fucking hell, we're doing it this way. I'm just going to have to do everything on the opposite end. Anywho, 7 of Hearts is all about daydreaming and wishfully thinking, hoping, and wanting new things to come on the way, and that's groovy to the max. However, if you do not put energy, time, and like, here's the thing. Think of your dreams as a sexy Cadillac car, okay? Think of something that you really like a cake. You have the eggs and the flowers and the what, and you mix it all together. But you miss baking powder, right? You miss sugar. You miss certain types of ingredients. And instead of putting it in the oven and cooking it, you just have it in a batter base. But you really want that cake. You need the heat to cook that cake. You need the proper ingredients and time and energy to get that cake the way that you want it, to get it the way that it should be. You need an engine to make the car run. You know what I mean? You need to put energy, time, and effort into your dreams. A lot of us are too scared to go after our dreams. So you want somebody who's going to be like, okay, I have goals. I know what I want. I'm going to get into it and let's go for it. The last time I did y'all's like compatibility reading on TikTok, because I did it also on a TikTok live, you guys were majority looking for somebody who you can settle down with, build a life, and y'all just keep on vibing. You know what I mean? So let's see if this is like the similar, or since it's just ever so slightly different. Your partner, however, wants to be having somebody endurance, diligence, and strength. So again, time, energy, and effort. I want somebody that keeps on going, that doesn't give up. I want somebody that is consistent, and I want somebody that is strong. Now, a lot of times people think about, like, physical strength, maybe mental strength, rarely, but a little bit of emotional strength. There's like 17 or 18 different types of strength, just like there's different types of intelligence. You know what I mean? You can be smart in a different way. You don't have to be like book smart. You can be emotionally smart, just like you can be emotionally strong. So I tackle only the four on my channel. Let's get into mental strength. Mental strength does not mean that you have an absolute control on your mind. It just means that you are you have enough control on your thoughts to be like, okay, this is how we go about it. This is where we take it. I can do this when this time happens. But right now, I need to lock in. I need to focus on my goals. I need to think about it in a logical and, like, well thought out way. I can't just jump into something and pray for the best. I have to be able to make sure that the math is mathing and the calculating is calculating and whatting, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's great. Emotional strength does not mean that you do not have any feelings or you can't have emotions. It just means you don't let your emotions control you. You take a deep breath, you look at a situation, you feel what you need to feel, and you're like, okay, right now, again, I can't be upset because I need to get this done. But when I have time, I will feel my emotions and I will let it out in a healthy and, non harmful way. Physical strength is what a lot of people think about when they hear the word strength, strong, right? Man, this person can keep on going. They're long lasting, wedding. Look how healthy they are. It also means that you know how to use your body in a smart way without overdoing it. Yes, this is tying into more of like a body mechanics or physical intelligence. But if you're going to be physically strong, you should also be physically smart. Okay? You know how to get your body to do things without overdoing it. Because if you just bulldoze and push things through, you're doing a lot of damage to your strength. Think of your strength as like a health bar. Okay, the more you use it, the less you have. So if you're going to use it in a smart way, you can keep on going. I feel that's also what physical strength is a bit of physical intelligence and physical strength alone. Like it's a combined, you know what I mean? Spiritual strength. Things are going to come after you guys, okay? Again, we are just, I say I am explaining to you guys what the Nine of Clovers is, okay? And how your partner or the future partner you may have or somebody that you may just meet, what they want and how they want it, because they may just want somebody who's physically strong, got their shit together, and is healthy. They may want somebody who's not only physically strong but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually strong. They may want somebody more on this side of strength than that side of strength. So at least if you know different types of it, you can kind of understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? And again, when you start dating, guys, no matter what your sign is, be direct. Be fucking direct. Be fucking honest. Be like, hey, if somebody says, I don't know if I'm interested in relationships, I don't think I'm ready for it, thank them, because at least they saved you a whole lot of fucking time. If they say, I'm just here to have fun, I'm just here to see, they're not looking for something serious. They're not ready to commit. They're taking their time and they're just having a good time while they're dating or wedding. I'm here to have, a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Now I know no new generation, like the new gen will never say that. Old gen may, okay? A wham bam, thank you, ma'am is just kind of like a friends with benefits, a fuck buddy, if you will, which I know is like a very, how you say, calling people fuck buddies is not really a nice thing to say, but I don't mean it in like a nasty, rude way. I'm just saying you want somebody to have fun with. You know what I mean? There's no commitment tied to it. It's just there. Y'all both consenting adults. Y'all are like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the same thing. The whole shebang. You know what I mean? Bada bing, bada boom. It's there. Like, we're not out here just pretending to be in something that we're not ready to be in. Be happy for the people who tell it to you straight. And if they're like not about it, that's okay. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared to be honest in the first time of a relationship. I'm like, I'm going to save you guys a hell of a lot of time to give you this advice. Be direct into what you want. Be respectful, obviously, but be honest. Ask the questions. Ask the tough questions. Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? What is your finance like? What is your job like? What are you looking for in a relationship? What is your love languages? How do you communicate? You know what I mean? Because at least you're getting all of it out of the way. May sound like an interview, but you want to make sure the person that you share a bed with, the person you share your body with, is the right person. Beating around the bush, being afraid of what? Look, I'm 30. I fucked up a lot of relationships. I'm not going to look at you guys